Hello and hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Akila binti Badri Hisham. My matric number is 2400444. I'm studying Bachelor of Sharia from Academy Islamic Studies, University Malaya. Today, I want to share for you guys a little bit about zakat.
What's the meaning of zakat? What is the law of paying zakat? And third, what is the management to institution zakat in implementing
Everything about zakat. So, stay tuned and enjoy my video.
In terms of language, zakat means cleanse, pure, fertile, and flourishes. While in terms of Sharia, zakat is giving a certain portion of property to a certain group when the conditions are sufficient. Zakat is compulsory in every Muslim. Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala said about the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, "Ya Allah, send from the among of messengers who will teach them the word that you sent with to them all kitab. The kitab the wisdom and also his key him to purify them." So zakat is also purifications, and actually talking about that, actually a purifications acts two things. Ulama will say number one is wealth. Why is because without zakat, your wealth will always liable. If it is not taken care of in the dunya, so will be taken on akhirat. So your wealth are danger. Next, the second thing is your nafs. Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala always speak about giving, because when you giving, it leads to what? Purifications to nafs. Zakat is one of the first pillars of Islam, which is related to wealth in terms of the contributions by eligible prayer and distribution of the eligible receiver. Through zakat, the well-being of the ummah society is assured, and the gap between the rich and the poor is abolished, or at least reduced. Subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Rasulullah minasyaitanir fa akhbirhum inna Allah qad farada alayhim sadaqah tu'akhadhu min ikhniyaihim faturaddu alayhim fuqaraihim. The meaning, so inform them that indeed Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala has imposed on them zakat, which is taken from the rich and given to the poor among them. Therefore, zakat is an important element in upholding the Islamic economic system in Malaysia. Zakat is also one of the 5 pillars of Islam. Therefore, meaning of zakat in terms of language generally means increase. What we can understand about zakat is that the philosophy of zakat is to give, and it also brings the concept of sharing. The concept of sharing between the rich and the less fortunate. Therefore, through this method of giving zakat, it can bridge the social gap between the relationship between the rich and the poor. In the Islamic economy, there are 3 main foundations, which are the economic sector, the financial sector, and philanthropy, according to Islamic Sharia based on love for people who give their work. This is also one of the elements of the institution of zakat. Therefore, Zakat institutions should give in managing, designing and planning as well as organizing strategies to help the less fortunate. This can have a positive impact to achieve the objective of zakat legislation. There are various approaches and activities that have been applied and used by zakat institutions to strengthen the distribution and collection of zakat. There are 8 groups of people who are eligible to receive zakat as stated in the Quran.
بالله من الشيطان الرجيم إنما الصدقات للفقراء والمساكين والعاملين عليها والمؤلفة قلوبهم وفي الرقاب والغارمين وفي سبيل الله وابن السبيل فريضة من الله Wallahu alimun hakim.
Through the interpretation of the verse above, we can understand that there are 8 groups that are eligible to receive zakat. The group of asnaf who are eligible to receive zakat are divided into 8 groups. Society always accuses the poor and the poor. Even these two groups are different groups in terms of income and cost of living. Firstly, poor fakir is a Muslim who has no property or income, or has property or income but does not reach 50% to meet the basic needs of himself and the people under his care. Secondly, the difference of poor fakir and a poor person is a Muslim who has property or income that can only cover more than 15% but does not reach 100% to meet the basic needs of himself and the people under his care. Thirdly, Amin. Amin is an individual or organization appointed by Maidam, who is responsible for the collections and distributions of zakat. Convert a mu'allaf is a person whose heart has been tamed and has embraced Islam but his level of faith is still weak. 4. A recovering Muslim from the grip of slavery and conquest, either in terms of physical or mental grip, such as the grip of ignorance and shackled under the control of certain people. 5. Al-Kharimin. Al-Kharimin, those who are in debt to meet the basic needs for the benefits of themselves, their families and their dependents, or the community who need an immediate solution permitted by Sharia law. Feasible, any person or party who engage in an activity to uphold, defend and propagate the Islamic religion and its welfare. Therefore is Ibn Sabil. Ibn Sabil, any person travelling for the purpose approved by Sharia law from any state or country that needs assistance. These are the conditions that are eligible for Ibn Sabil to receive zakat, among which the first is cut off the supply on its way, and second, unable to use his property to continue the journey, needs basic convenience in travel problems. 3. Left on the way. Next, we go to the management of zakat in the economy and the parts of zakat. The zakat system in Malaysia is systematic and integrated according to each management under the state. The implementations of the zakat can improve the economic system of each state and eradicate poverty for Muslims. For example, zakat can help traders settle debts or provide loan capital without interest. This is also referred to as socio-economic assistance. This method can also help meet the basic needs of a person and thus meet the needs of maqasid syariah in society. Obligatory in the second year of the Hijrah, which is the same as the year in which fasting is obligatory in the month of Ramadan. Firstly, zakat al-fitrah is obligatory for the purpose of purifying those who are fasting from the vile and bad words they do while fasting. In addition, zakat fitrah becomes food for the poor. Mandatory conditions of zakat fitrah are Firstly, Islam. Zakat fitrah is only obligatory for Muslim. Secondly, capable. Capable is having something, food, property or money that is more than one's own needs and the needs of the people one support starting from the next of 1 Shawwal until sunsets on 1 Shawwal. Discover the beginning of end of Ramadan. People who die before sunset or children born after sunset on the night of 1 Shawwal are not required to pay zakat fitrah. The law and rate of zakat fitrah. The law is obligatory based on the hadith of Abdullah bin Umar radhiyallahu anhu. عن ابن عمر رضي الله عنهما قال فرض رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم زكاة الفطر صاعا من تمر أو صاعا من شعير على العبد والحر والذكر والأنثى والصغير والكبير من المسلم وأمر بها أن تودي قبل خروج الناس إلى الصلاة. The meaning of this hadith is Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam made zakat fitrah of 1 shar baqtat bashar of dates or 1 shar of wheat for every 3% male or female, young or old from the Muslim community. Prophet ordered to be fulfilled before the people went out to pray. Muttafaq alayh, the rate of zakat fitrah is as mentioned in the hadith above, which is Muttafaq alayh, the rate of zakat fitrah is as mentioned in the hadith, which is as much as 1 bashar is equivalent to 2.7 kg of basic food. Selamat notification tak nampak. For the situation in Malaysia, the basic food is rice, and the calculation of zakat fitrah is according to 2.7 kg of the current price of rice. And the secondly is property zakat. Mal is zakat that is obligatory when it reaches the nisab reach a certain amount of the property. Zakat on this property includes business result, agriculture, livestock products, finding gold, silver and currency where these properties have their own nisab rate. The meaning of property from the language point of view is inclined or silenced. While the meaning of the term property is something that deserves to be owned according to Sharia, valuable, can be used and can be kept and controlled by someone. Among the types of property on which zakat is obligatory, there are 5 types. Firstly, al-nuqud. Al-nuqud is gold, silver and currency. Secondly is plants and fruits, livestock, animal, mines, because punus and ma'adin. And thirdly, business. What is the difference between zakat fitrah and zakat harta? Zakat fitrah is imposed on each individual has a certain period of time, a very low value, and the same for all manufacturers. Distribution is prioritized to the poor and needy. Therefore, property zakat is charged on certain property does not have a specific time period. The amount of property that is subject to zakat distribute to X asnaf groups. And that's all from me. Thank you for lending your eyes and hope this sharing can help you in the future. Bye and Assalamualaikum.